Alright, so welcome to the channel. In this video, we're actually going to do something a little different. If you may have noticed, I'm actually in a hotel. I don't actually own a sweet little blue puppy pillow like that. I got the Scrambler sitting outside in the cold rain right now. We're going to be on that later this week. But I've been really excited about some of the new 2019 ATVs and UTVs. And I thought I should just do a video talking about one. So we're going to talk about the Canam lineup. I want this to be more of a discussion than just me talking. So what I'm hoping is that you guys will talk in the comments and we can have some actual discussions. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, if I missed anything, all that kind of good stuff. And also, let me know if you think this is a good idea or a really stupid idea. I obviously haven't been in these machines yet. They're new. I'm not at the top of Canam's call list to come out and demo these. I don't know why I'm not at the top, but I'm not. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and jump right in, and we're gonna start by talking about the Outlander XT and the Renegade 1000. And I picked those two specifically to start with because, to be honest, I'm not overly impressed with the new Renegade and Outlander 2019 models. And I shouldn't say I'm not overly impressed. Like, I don't think the machines are awesome, because they are definitely awesome. What I should say is that they haven't done a lot of updates this year. So we'll start with the Outlander XT. You can get this with a 91 horsepower V-twin for the 1000R, or you can get this with a 62 horsepower 650 or a 78 horsepower 850. Now, while these haven't had a ton of massive upgrades, they did listen to the community and make a few updates. For example, the Outlander XT, it's got a wider stance and upgraded suspension, and the same can be said for the new Renegade as well. They also added in a sway bar, and they're just claiming it's got a softer suspension. The Outlander XT actually has 26-inch ITP Terracross tires on 14-inch wheels. That sounds great. As for the Renegade, it's got ITP Cryptid tires on 14-inch B-lock wheels. That's for the XMR. If you just go with the standard Renegade, it's ITP whole shot ATR tires on 12-inch wheels. Now, moving back to the Outlander, when I was watching some videos and reading and doing some research, I watched a video by Rocky Mountain ATV MC. They got some good info. Definitely check their channel out. And as they were demoing it, they did state that the sport mode on the Outlander XT is a lot more like driving a sport quad, and just one of their overall things that they were really impressed with is its versatility. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. I'm a huge fan of the Outlander. Like I said, maybe not a lot of upgrades, but that's not meant in a negative way. The Outlanders are amazing and awesome machines. The new Outlander does also come with a newer display and some just slight body upgrades. They changed the bumpers and just a few other pieces of plastic, little things like that. And they did update the towing capacity as well. So now this can tow up to 1,650 pounds, I believe. So, you know, small things, but good things. It's a great machine. Now, we did already touch on the Renegade, but just to kind of hit a few other points on that. Again, the suspension updates on that as well. You can get the Fox Podium 1.5 shocks on there. It's got a 3,000-pound winch on the XMR model. So these are all just kind of smaller upgrades, but they are both amazing machines already. So you really can't go wrong by getting either one. The hardest thing is figuring out which model you want to go with. Alright, so now let's move on to Canam's 2019 UTV lineup. And I gotta be honest, that's really where the excitement is at for Canam this year. We're going to talk about three specifically. We're going to talk about the Canam Maverick Sport XRC, the Canam Maverick Sport XMR, and then the Defender XMR. Let's go ahead and start with the Canam Maverick Sport XRC. Now, this thing has a 64-inch stance and comes with 30-inch Maxxis tires on 14-inch wheels. That's pretty awesome. 30-inch tires stock. It also has front and rear arched A-arms with Fox 2.0 shocks. Now, this is where I start to question it. They're claiming that it has the smart lock technology. Well, they're not claiming. It has the smart lock technology. But the smart lock technology, if you don't know what it is, it monitors engine torque and vehicle speed to lock the front diff until the throttle is released or the vehicle speed is reduced. That seems great, sort of. Let me know down below what you think. In my opinion, unless I'm just not understanding this right, it seems like it's a front lock diff sort of when it has the right inputs from the computer. Why not just put a full-fledged locking front differential in there? I don't understand that. Unless it can do that, and I couldn't figure that out from all the research. It seems like it has to be set up properly and have the right torque and engine speed. But I don't know why you wouldn't just put a full locking front diff in. So if I'm misinterpreting that, or I'm not fully aware of something, definitely leave that comment down below if you're tracking, because again, I don't fully understand that. Now, moving inside the vehicle, one of the first things that'll catch your eye is the 7.6-inch multi-function sweet freaking display. that will rival a lot of cars on the street nowadays. And speaking of cars, I thought it would be interesting, so I went online, I went to Kia. You can buy a brand new Kia Optima for about $23,000. The sticker on this puppy, the Maverick Sport XRC, is $21,000, so about $2,000 less will actually get you a nice full-size sedan. That goes to show you how far we've come in side-by-sides nowadays, and that's really not meant as a negative against Can-Am. A lot of the UTVs are going that way with all the amazing things they are putting in them right now. I just thought it was kind of funny. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the Canam Maverick Sport XMR, and this thing is awesome. All right, so it's got the same engine as the Sport XRC we already talked about. It's got the same 64-inch stance. It's got a snorkeled CVT intake and exhaust, and if you haven't seen it yet, it looks freaking gorgeous. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just too into this hobby, but I mean, this thing is sexy as frick. Moving on. So it's also got 30-inch ITP cryptid tires with a 4,500-pound winch. Otherwise, a lot of the things are the same as the Maverick Sport XRC. What really stood out to me on this thing was the snorkel system, which again just looks amazing. And I mean, it's a snorkel system, so it's obviously amazing. And then the 30-inch ITP cryptid tires. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to what I might be the most excited about, and that's the Canam Defender X MR. This thing looks freaking awesome in so many ways. This beautiful beast comes in either a 2-seater or the 4-seater, which is called the Canam Defender Max. It's got a Rotax V-twin engine pushing 72 horsepower. And again, like all the other UTVs we've talked about, it's got that smart lock feature. Again, it seems like it's all computer controlled. I just want to be able to push a button and put it in true locking diff. Again, comment down below if I'm just not understanding something here. So this also has a snorkeled CVT and intake, which again just looks great. This also has the 30-inch ITP cryptid tires and claims to have a ton of storage. Speaking of storage, if you look at the cluster in this thing, the gauge cluster, it's even got storage above that, which seems like, okay, who cares? But I could actually find a ton of reasons for that, like easy access to cell phones and keys and that kind of stuff. This also has a 4,500-pound winch and just looks freaking awesome. So I gotta be honest, I'm a little giddy over this one. I mean, this Defender XMR just seems like an awesome machine, and I would love to take one of these and just build it into a true mudding beast. And that's gonna lead us to the question of the day. Which one of these machines are you most excited for? Leave those comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you on the trail. I had to be quiet on the end there because I'm in a hotel.